What does 2021 have in store for you? Here we go. For months now, I've been hearing the call for the end of the dreadful year 2020. I mean, we had a pandemic, racial unrest all summer long, and one of the most divisive political climates I think I have ever seen in my life. As a matter of fact, I know it's the most divisive political scene I've seen in my almost 60 years of life. And here we are. Now we're in 2021. Welcome. And guess what? That end to 2020 that everybody was clamoring for, in its first week brought us a siege on the U.S. Capitol, siege, insurrection, protest by patriots, whatever your persuasion. It was a very upheavious scene. The pandemic still rages on. And there's been talk recently of a civil war brewing. So, welcome. 2020 is over. 2021, here we are. And those of you who know me bring us to this question. Inner peace, you ask? Yes, let's start here. Take a deep breath in. Pause for a moment. Deep exhale out. Inhale in. Pause for a second. Exhale out. Well, there's some peace for you. And what did that last all of maybe 30 seconds? Well, at the end of 2020, I tried to do my part. And I published my third book, 29 Degrees, How to Live a Life of Inner Peace, Joy, and Purpose, regardless of circumstances. And that book is available on, I have to do a shameless plug, that book is available now in Kindle version and paperback on Amazon. But really, the key to finding inner peace in 2021 is the same key that was for the year 2020. And that's to realize that inner peace is just that. It's not a peace that starts out there. The inner peace starts right here and right there. And that's it. That's the key. And there's 3 more keys that we're going to focus on today to help us get there. The first one is what I just said, and realizing that all of our inner peace originates right here within each and every one of us individually. The second key to getting that inner peace in 2021 is to making a commitment to making inner peace, joy, and purpose your priority every day for the rest of at least this year, if not the rest of your life. And then the third key is simply to practice, practice, practice. Finding that peace within. And there's a variety of ways to do that. And what I propose for 2021 that each one of us do is to find that peace within us with whatever exercise we find most expedient for us and most comfortable for us, and share that with other people. Now, I want to give you an example of that. It's like I just talked about the political upheaval and the civil unrest that is just raging across our country right now. And we are really, really divided. And, on social media, in a workplace, out on the street. I mean, we can encounter it everywhere. We can encounter someone who has a diametrically opposed view as ours, and we can really go at it and stake our claim and express vehemently our point of view. And I've done that. And because we seem to be living in a time where there's more than one true reality operating at the same time, it's really hard for me to impose my reality upon another person and get them to change their minds. So what I try to do is I try to offer understanding, a listening ear, and some semblance of compassion. And in that, pointing that person to peace as well, whether they accept it or not. We have the opportunity to take on someone's offering of rage, disease, disgust, and ill will, or we can deny it and we can decline it and we can choose peace instead. And in choosing our peace, offer that to them. And I just want to share with you an example of me doing that this week. I had a client that I was engaged with, and he was really emotionally disaffected by what's going on in the world today. And after expressing his point of view and what was bothering him, he explained to me how, and I realized that his point of view was the exact opposite of what my point of view was. And instead of engaging in that and engaging in a debate about my point of view being correct or not, I just offered him this question. What can you do to make it better? I edified him by expressing my respect for him and my acknowledgement of how intelligent and capable he was, and that he was capable of really making a difference, if not with just the people around him, if he committed to making things better. And I gave him an example of my own in me being disgusted with the racial tensions over the summer and offering to volunteer. And I'll go into a later video what that role was exactly, but it was a volunteer position. Instead of protesting and complaining and jumping up and down and withdrawing in and making the other the enemy, I reached out to an organization that I felt could help in bringing us all closer together. And so instead of letting that situation take me deeper out of the peace, I took an action along with my meditation and breathing and mindfulness exercises and really tried to make a positive impact to make that situation better as best I could. I know I'm just a cog in the wheel, and it takes a bunch of little cogs to make the machine work. And I took a stand and I took a step, and it's working. And my friend, who feels differently about political issues than I, paused for a minute. I noticed his admiration, and he noted admiration for me taking those steps. And it made him stop and pause for a second. And instead of escalating another situation, we brought it down a notch and brought it one step closer to peace. So I offer to all of you right now, offer peace, but you first must find it within yourself. And instead of escalating a situation, offer peace to the situation. And hopefully, eventually, when enough of us do that, we'll break the mold, we'll break the cast, we'll break the direction that we are moving towards into self-destruction, and hopefully direct it back to one of peace. for years to come, beyond 2021. Everybody, thanks for taking the time to listen. Namaste. If you need a coaching session, if you need support, if you need help, email me at eric@innerpeace.com. At eric@innerpeacetoday.com. Or you can visit my website and book sessions at innerpeacetoday.com. And please, by all means, go to Amazon, pick up a copy of my book, 29 Degrees, How to Live a Life of Inner Peace, Joy, and Purpose Regardless of Circumstances. I wish you well and have a blessed, peaceful Namaste day.